This is the worst thing you can put on a property, especially if you plan on selling it within the next 3 to 5 years. And this is probably the worst investment that you can put onto the property, and that is solar panels. Guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cody, Realtor EXP, one of the top producing agents in Arkansas. Guys, in this quick video, I'm going to be telling you real quick why solar panels can be the worst decision that you can put on your property. Guys, I have about a couple properties under contract, especially I have this one property under contract that one of my clients owes about $57,000 on these few solar panels that he has on top of his house. And I'm gonna tell you real quick why this is devaluing the value of your property, right? Quick backstory, right? A lot of people, will say that solar panels are, a good thing, right? They save you a lot of energy, they save you a lot of money on your monthly bill, which obviously that is the case, right? I'm not here to basically debunk solar panels, right? But I want to tell you guys the risk that it comes with solar panels that a lot of people don't realize when they have solar panels on their house and they go to sell the house within the next couple of years, and what those solar panels can do to the value of their property, right? A lot of people will, get this pitch of like, hey, you're going to save a lot of money. You're going to add a lot of value to the property, which, in some cases that can work, right? But only with this small thing, right? Those solar panels have to be paid off, right? Most of the time, most people don't have those solar panels paid off. Now, if the solar panels are paid off, right? Good thing for you. You added value to your property, but if they're not paid off, that's kind of a tough situation for you. Most buyers that I deal with, especially when I go to sell my clients' properties, right, and that they have solar panels, if they have an outstanding lien on it, say about $15,000, right, that $15,000 is going to go either below the property or is going to go with the property, meaning that the seller is either going to pay the remaining balance at the end of the transaction, or the seller is going to give the loan of assumption to the buyer, right? Most of the time, sellers will have to pay that outstanding balance. There's only a rare occasion where a buyer would take or assume that loan, right? Only with the fact that that buyer is going to get a deal from the property, right? But let's just say majority of the time, people want the seller to pay off, right? And Cody, what do you mean by I'm losing value when I got told that it's going to add more value to the property, right? Most of the time, when you go to sell the property, if you still owe on those solar panels, right, you're gonna have to take however much you owe and subtract it for what the market value is, right? Because again, solar panels are super tricky to deal with whenever you are trying to sell a property, right? Majority of the time, people don't want to deal with solar panels, right? Because even though the benefits are good, they don't want that outstanding balance of the solar panels that are on top of the house. And on top of that, to add to that, sometimes solar panels are stuck on the roofs, right? Which meaning that removing those solar panels can also damage roof, and that's already another $10, $15, $20,000 out of your pocket just to repair probably the few holes that are going to be inside, probably going to be on top of the roof, right? Again, I want to make this video really quickly because I've seen this problem over and over and over. I just want to go ahead and warn you guys about putting solar panels on top of your house, right? Of course, there are a huge benefit for you as the buyer, right? You're saving a lot of money. Again, you're saving a lot of costs monthly, but as a seller and you still owe on that property, and especially if you still owe a lot of the mortgage, say if you haven't been there for the next 2 to 3 years, it's probably in your best benefit and your best interest to either get a separate loan, pay off those solar panels, right? Or if you are in a situation where you're in a low equity situation, but you still own solar panels, you're probably going through a divorce or something happened financially to where you have to sell the property, it's going to be a very tough spot. And there are a lot of options that I can provide for my clients, specifically who are in those situations where they owe on the property specifically, and they owe on the solar panels, and they realize they have no way out. And if you're in that situation right now, be sure to click that link in the description below, book a free Zoom call, see how I can benefit you, how I can help you get out of that current situation where a lot of people don't realize what they've done when they put solar panels on the property. Because most of the time when I make these calls to these people who came off the market, they're saying that the solar panels were the big issue on why the property didn't sell. And most of the time, most agents don't give that clear representation or that clear expectation of what solar panels can do to the value of your property and what solar panels can do to your current situation or whatever you're going through. So again, click that Zoom link, book a free call, see if we can be a good fit to help together, see if I can help you get out of the current situation. And that is about it, guys. I wanted to make this quick video, give you that heads up. If you're someone who's currently going through the situation, I would like to know who you are in the comments below. Share this to somebody who has solar panels and who is trying to sell within the future, or someone who wants to sell within the near future who owes a lot, who is kind of doubting solar panels, right? Spread the message. And again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, share this video to anybody who needs to hear it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.